lovers, it's Sarah, and it's time for another terrific Tuesday challenge over on the Scrappy Moms blog. I'll put a link down in the description box to their blog so you can play along. This time the challenge is to make any kind of 4th of July project. I'm going to be making a really simple card today. This is just a regular A2 size card made out of Paper Tray Inks craft cardstock. And I used my silhouette for this card. So what I've got is from Jen Marticus. I cut this file called Hanging Stars, and I'm going to, let's see, how did this go? I had it laid out and then I moved it. When you click on this file and it goes over onto your mat, I just left it at whatever size it ends up being when you do that. I didn't change the size at all. And as you can see, it's really cute. Like, it looks like a string coming down with a little bow. But I'm going to be using baker's twine. I just cut these out to kind of use it as a guide so I could get my lines straight. So I'm not going to use these bows. So I'm actually just going to turn this over. And it cuts out 3 hanging strings and the stars. So I cut 2 out in red and 1 out in blue. And I'm just kind of figuring out where I want to place these. Okay, I'm not going to hair those down just yet. I also cut a scallop border out, and this is from Lori Whitlock. And once again, I just left it at the size that it comes out when you move it over to your mat. And this set is called 5.5 inch borders, and it comes in a set of 5, and I just used this one, and it cuts out right at 5.5 inches. That's going to go right there. And then for my sentiment, I'm using the Scrappy Mom set called Dancing in Circles 2, and I'm using this one right here that says Happy 4th of July. And I've cut out a little scallop to stamp that on, and this scallop is from a set of 4 scallop circles. And I'm just using this one, and I went ahead and I grouped the circle and the scallop together, and then I clicked on the lock aspect ratio and sized it at 1.75. That way the circle will size at the correct size to match up with the 1.75 inch scallop. Okay, hope that made sense. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment on this circle. Where'd my ink go? I'm using Jenny Bolin cough syrup ink, really pretty red ink. So I'm going to go ahead and ink up my sentiment. Okay, stamp it on my circle. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere my circle to my scallop. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to move this right here, and it's going to go right there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and adhere down my border. There, and I think I'm going to pop up my scallop. Okay. Let's see what I'm going to do first. Let me just grab a piece of scratch paper here. I'm going to go ahead and adhere down my little strips. so I have my little strips adhered down, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop up my little stars. Okay, my little stars are popped up, so now I'm just going to trim off these little extra pieces. And now what I'm going to do is I'm using some baker's twine that can be purchased on the Scrappy Moms blog. I am using Midnight and I'm using Maraschino, and I'm just going to glue it along the lines here, and then I'm going to make little bows and tie them on there. And to glue it down, I'm going to be using this Sakura Quickie Glue Pen. Okay, so as you can see, I adhered my twine strings down, and this pen I couldn't get to work. I think it's all dried up, so I ended up just using my Zig 2-way glue pen. And then I just tied little bows and I attached them with my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive. And then I wanted to give it just a little something. It was just a little bit too simple and plain for me. So I grabbed my Recollection adhesive rhinestones from Michaels, just these little clear ones, and I just added one to the center of each star and then 3 down here, and that's it. Okay, so that's my card for the Scrappy Moms Terrific Tuesday Challenge. Hope you can play along. Thanks everybody for watching, and have a blessed day.